Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. It's a love story that fans once believed could weather any storm. Steffy Forrester and Finn Finnegan, the couple that seemed destined to beat the odds, to rise above the chaos that has torn apart so many relationships in Los Angeles. But as the days unfold on the bold and the beautiful, that once rock-solid foundation is beginning to crumble. What was once built on love, trust, and forgiveness is now being shaken by secrets, emotional distance, and the ghosts of the past. The cracks are showing, and the Forrester-Finnegan marriage might not survive the next wave of betrayal. For months, viewers have watched Steffy try to hold her family together. She's a mother, a CEO, and a woman constantly pulled between the demands of her career and her tumultuous family life. Finn has always been her anchor, the calm to her storm, the man who brought stability to her wild world. But lately, even that calm has turned into tension. The spark that once defined them seems to be dimming, replaced by arguments, doubts, and painful silences that speak louder than words. It started subtly. Finn's lingering guilt over his mother, Sheila Carter, and Steffy's unrelenting anger toward the woman who nearly destroyed their lives. For Steffy, the trauma of being attacked by Sheila never fully healed. She sees Sheila as a monster, someone incapable of love or redemption. But Finn's heart is complicated. As much as he wants to protect his wife, there's a part of him that can't completely shut out his mother. That emotional tug-of-war has been tearing him apart inside, and Steffy can feel it. Every time Finn tries to justify even the smallest act of compassion toward Sheila, Steffy feels betrayed. She can't understand how he could possibly want a connection with a woman who's caused so much pain. And while Finn insists it's only about closure, Steffy sees it as weakness, a dangerous opening that could lead Sheila right back into their lives. Their arguments about Sheila are no longer occasional outbursts. They've become routine, daily battles that leave both of them exhausted and resentful. Recently, the emotional distance has grown worse. Steffy has thrown herself into her work at Forrester Creations, often staying late to avoid going home to yet another tense night. Finn, on the other hand, has been spending more time at the hospital, burying himself in his patients to avoid thinking about his collapsing marriage. What used to be a home filled with laughter and family moments has turned cold and quiet. Their kids can sense it too. Even little Hayes seems to feel that something isn't right between mommy and daddy. There's a growing sense that this might not just be a rough patch, it might be the beginning of the end. Steffy's friends have noticed the change. Hope has tried to reach out, offering a sympathetic ear, though even she knows Steffy keeps her emotions tightly guarded. Ridge has also stepped in, reminding his daughter not to let anger dictate her choices. But Steffy is torn. She loves Finn deeply, but she can't live with a man who keeps defending Sheila's existence. She can't accept that any part of Sheila deserves compassion. Every time she sees Finn hesitate, it feels like another wound reopening. For Finn, it's equally painful. He's trapped between his love for Steffy and the haunting pull of a mother he barely knows. He wants to believe he can be both a devoted husband and a compassionate son, but that balance has become impossible. Sheila has always been the wedge, and Finn's inability to completely sever ties might be the final blow to his marriage. The latest incident was the breaking point. Sheila made yet another desperate attempt to reach Finn, sending him a message about how she's changed, how she just wants a chance to prove herself. Finn didn't respond at first, but he didn't delete the message either. And when Steffy found out, all trust was shattered. She confronted him, her voice shaking with anger and disbelief. To her, it wasn't about the message. It was about what it represented, that Finn was still leaving the door open for Sheila. The argument that followed was brutal. Steffy accused Finn of betraying their family, of putting their children in danger by even entertaining the thought of contact. Finn tried to explain, saying he was just trying to find closure, that he wanted to understand why Sheila was the way she was. But Steffy didn't want to hear it. Her patience, already worn thin, finally snapped. She told Finn that if he couldn't completely cut Sheila out of their lives, then maybe he didn't belong in hers anymore. The tension reached a boiling point, and for the first time, Finn didn't try to stop her from walking away. He just stood there, silent, broken, and lost. That silence said everything. It was the sound of a marriage falling apart. Since that confrontation, Steffi has been staying at the Cliff House with the kids, but Finn hasn't been around much. There are rumors that he's been staying at a hotel near the hospital, unable to face his family, unsure how to fix what's been broken. Ridge and Taylor have both tried to support Steffi, but even they can see the pain in her eyes. This isn't just about Sheila anymore. It's about trust, love, and the deep realization that maybe some wounds can't be healed. What makes this so tragic is how deeply Steffi and Finn's relationship was once rooted in understanding. Finn accepted Steffi with all her flaws, her impulsive nature, her intensity. He was the one person who saw beyond her strong exterior and loved her unconditionally. And Steffi, for the first time in years, allowed herself to believe in something real, something safe. She believed Finn was her forever. But love alone isn't always enough, especially when it's constantly tested by outside forces. As the story continues, fans are beginning to speculate that the show is setting up for a devastating separation. There's talk of Finn making a major mistake, one that could destroy any chance of reconciliation. Some think he might secretly visit Sheila again, maybe out of guilt or curiosity. If that happens and Steffi finds out, it would be the ultimate betrayal. And if she walks away for good, there might be no coming back. Others believe that Steffi might be the one to make a shocking move. She's a woman who's been through too much to stay in a relationship that makes her feel unsafe. Some fans are whispering that she might even take the kids and leave Los Angeles for a while, maybe go back to Europe, seeking peace away from all the drama. It wouldn't be the first time she's left to heal from heartbreak. Finn is spiraling. He's always been the calm, rational one, but losing Steffi could push him into dangerous territory. He might start questioning his choices, his identity, even his worth as a husband and father. And if Sheila senses that weakness, she'll pounce. She's always wanted to manipulate Finn, to twist his emotions and turn him against Steffi. If she sees a chance to play the victim and reel him in, she won't hesitate. That's the nightmare scenario. Sheila winning, Steffi walking away, and Finn caught in the middle, torn apart by guilt and confusion. And the saddest part is, it all started from love, a love that tried to survive against impossible odds. Even now, there's still a small part of Steffi that hopes Finn will prove her wrong, that he'll finally take a firm stand, tell Sheila once and for all that she has no place in their lives. But time is running out. Every day that goes by without that closure pushes Steffi further away. There's also another layer to this tragedy, Steffi's growing sense of déjà vu. She's been here before, watching relationships crumble because of lies, betrayal, and outside interference. She's lost love before, and she knows the pain that comes with it. That history makes her more guarded, more unwilling to compromise. She doesn't want her children to grow up in chaos like she did. So if walking away is the only way to protect them, she'll do it, even if it breaks her heart. At the same time, Finn's desperation could lead him to make desperate decisions. Imagine him going to Sheila behind Steffi's back, begging her to stay away just to prove his loyalty. But if Steffi discovers it, she won't see it as loyalty. She'll see it as another betrayal. Every attempt he makes to fix things could just make them worse. The emotional weight of this storyline is enormous. Fans who once celebrated Shin as one of the most stable couples on the show are now preparing for heartbreak. It's not just a simple misunderstanding or temporary conflict. It's the unraveling of everything they built together. And in true bold and the beautiful fashion, there will be no easy resolution. As the weeks go on, expect to see Steffi and Finn face impossible choices. Finn might finally confront Sheila in a dramatic showdown, a scene that could determine whether he loses everything or earns redemption. Steffi, on the other hand, may find herself questioning not just her marriage, but her entire future. Can she ever really move forward with a man who's connected to Sheila Carter? The emotional fallout will ripple across the Forrester family too. Ridge will take Steffi's side, of course, but he may also confront Finn, warning him that he's about to lose the best thing that ever happened to him. Taylor might try to mediate, but even her professional wisdom might not be enough to bridge this divide. And then there's Liam, always hovering nearby, always ready to be there for Steffi in her weakest moments. That alone could add another layer of drama, as Finn's jealousy and insecurity flare up again. If the writers are truly setting the stage for Steffy and Finn's separation, they're doing it in classic soap style. Slow, emotional, and painfully realistic. Every scene feels like another thread being pulled from the fabric of their relationship. And once it unravels completely, there's no telling what will happen next. Could this be the end of Steffy and Finn? Or will it be the storm that ultimately brings them back stronger? Fans are divided. Some believe this heartbreak is necessary, that only by losing each other will they realize what they truly have. Others fear it's the beginning of the end, that the writers are preparing to take Steffy in a new romantic direction, maybe even back toward Liam. But one thing is certain. The love story that once symbolized hope and healing is now on life support. And unless something drastic happens soon, Steffy and Finn's marriage might be the next casualty in a long line of Forrester heartbreaks. Love, trust, forgiveness. They've always been the themes that define the bold and the beautiful. And in this chapter, we're seeing what happens when those things start to fade. Steffy and Finn are standing on opposite sides of an emotional battlefield, each fighting for what they believe is right. But sometimes, even love can't survive when the pain runs too deep. As the days ahead unfold, one truth is becoming painfully clear. The fairy tale is over. What's left is a broken marriage, two hearts aching, and a question that will haunt them both. Is love enough to heal what's been shattered? Because sometimes, even the most beautiful love stories end. Not with betrayal, but with silence, distance, and the slow realization that forever may have an expiration date. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.